Wonder how many more DLC for E4 we'll get. I don't know. Dharma, certainly. As far as I'm aware, they have no plans to shelve it at present. I mean, they did say that they were going to stop doing DLC for Crusader Kings, but then the lead designer for Crusader Kings changed as well, and he said, I never said that. Which kind of hints that they're going to start working on that as well, again. And the stuff they're doing on Holy Fury looks amazing. Wondering if they'll make a save converter to convert saves from its CK2. Probably. I have a feeling that the save converter from CK2 to EU4 sold really well.
Your turn.
So you took over Verunum as well. Ooh, really expanding. Three cities to my one.
Yeah, I'm going after Sirmium.
Warriors all!
Well, after. I'm just going to look what the Huns did to it. Because their public order is almost minus 100.
Hoo-hoo. Yeah, you might want to let those rebels fire and then move in after.
That was my plan. Yeah, I want more food. Build stuff, don't forget it.
Yeah, you got to build those farms, and it's got to be on a local province thing. So in the top right, if you click on the provinces tab, it will give you like an overview of every province. And one of them is the little loaf of bread, and what colour it is, if you hover over that. Oh, in fact, the hover doesn't do anything. It just tells you by the colour.
Yeah. It tells me that I need public order. A lot of it. Well, which few buildings give me?
Quite a lot of time between Imperial Rome CK2. I don't think Imperial Rome will go to late Rome Hunnic era. I'm very sure it won't, at least not initially. Johan says, we actually asked him that during the press event for Imperator Rome, and he said that people like to build up empires, they don't like to see their empires then crumble. Which I heartily disagree with, considering how good this game is, but that's just his opinion. It may change. And he was saying a lot of... He didn't say it directly, but he'd certainly implied a lot of negative things about Rome 2. So I do wonder if he's played Attila or if Rome 2 has just completely coloured his impression of Total War. Like, it was strongly implied that the reason they didn't call it European... What was it called? Europa Universalis Rome 2 was because they didn't want it to be called Rome 2. Because they didn't want it to be compared to Total War Rome 2.
Ready for battle!
Right, new technology. We can get the Visigothic military maneuvers, which would give me access to ships. It would also give me the Germanic hunters. Well, I need the hunting ground first. Which I could build. Or 10% less upkeep cost for melee infantry. That also sounds excellent.
Warriors all!
Right, Serdica, how much of this place have you repaired now? Just getting there.
Ready for battle!
Let's go for it.
Hooah!
It's time for another siege. Just looking at my schedule, I'm going to be playing as Western Rome after this. And all of the pain, it shall be real. Right. I'll give
Ready
you
for battle!
the archers and the cavalry. Need to remember how to do it again.
Siege engines!
And virtually all of the towers are still destroyed. They haven't repaired any of it, which is good. So I just need to knock a hole in the door, and then I'm going to knock one into the wall as well.
Serena! Set them alight! Reload now!
Upon these walls.
Think of our own homes. The sooner we trounce this lot and rouse this settlement, the sooner you shall feel the warmth of your own heart.
Looks so good.
Yeah, I know. Big difference from usual. And we can come right up to the walls over here now. All the towers are gone. FYI. I don't think they have any Sagittarius garrison, which actually is a bit surprising.
The enemy city is tattered and badly
I want to
damaged.
shoot that cavalry, it looks like, because the...
Shooting the cavalry is a good idea. They're very low armor. Oh, another thing which you can now see, if you hover over the settlement damage, it's 31%. You can see just how big those penalties are.
Oh!
Yeah, it goes right up to like minus 20% or 100% damage. Which is if you're fighting in a ruin, which I've done. It's not fun.
Take aim!
Knock, knock. Who's there?
The enemy's gates have been destroyed!
Gothic warband!
What is Bussie controlling? He's the Ostrogoths. I'm the Visigoths. I love the sieges in this. They're just so much better.
Artillery crews, look they are!
The fact that you can actually control catapult.
Yeah, that's pretty nice, isn't it?
Oh man, glorious.
I have a feeling you can also get a much better rate of fire.
Yep.
Artillery masters! Look to your crew!
He's slightly short. Maybe not. Shot, I think. One more shot and we're in.
Gothic warband!
We'll have our two entrances, so I'm just going to send the swordsman on the left. I'm going to
We
use
have
the
destroyed
pikes
their
on the right.
defenses! Scanza!
They will bleed for us!
And because their spearmen aren't here, having two entrances, they can't hold them both.
Oh, I like the charge function from the cavalry. They really run
Yep.
instead of just trolling away.
And then later on, once you have lancers, like putting them into lance formation actually helps a lot more than it did for the Bretonians, for example.
Gothic warband! Move in!
smack bang in my own units. Overflight. Worth a try.
Gothic warband!
There's some units running on the left. You might
Their
want to hunt
gates
down.
are ours now. Enemy
yeah.
troops are at the walls.
Gothic
Get out of your way so you can hunt them down in peace. In fact, we don't need to. This is a siege. Speed this up. Careful, the last unit will be spearmen.
They're right over there.
Yeah, let me get my spears into spear formation. Okay, so they've just testudoed. Oh no, they're advancing.
Men of the Visigoths! Ready for battle! Strike low! Strike low! Nobles! Ready! Fighters ready! Gothic warband! Forward!
Yeah, you should be fairly safe to charge them in the back now.
A victory point is almost within our grasp.
Oh, hello!
Hi guys!
Ready for battle!
And done.
Victory! This is your day.
Decisive, it's what I like to see. We lost 101 men, not bad. Now I'm going to have a ton of repairs to do, through obviously no fault of my own. And yeah, you will have noticed, because of the damage that we did, any damage that you do to a city is carries over. So if someone were to attack this city now, and I was defending it, I would have to defend those two breaches and half my towers would be dead.
Yeah, that should be.
For the tribe! Ready for battle.
Right, so I can move my king over there and then have you in there. How much are you going to cost to convert, dare I look? 12,000. Right, yeah, the other thing I wanted to see was what my religion does. Town religion, sacred ground, Germanic standing stone, sanitation, paganism, pagan osmosis. Okie dokie, sacred grove, public order growth. Wow. I can only get priests really late. Or the city, public order. Ah, here I can get priests. No osmosis though. Yeah, I think Greco-Roman's definitely going to be the way I want to go. We're at 24%. I need 35.
Thirsty for battle. Warriors all! Ready for orders.
Whoa.
Is there nothing else?
No, they got some armies over there. Let's go home.
You wretches.
Not big armies, but they do have armies. In fact, those are really
Battle
shit
armies.
For the
Yeah.
tribe.
Oh well. Probably could have taken those with my king. Never mind. Oh, I can have another governor. Right, I should probably get one of my sons as governor. You're a statesman. You're also a statesman. I have so many statesmen. This is awesome. Oh, no. Statesman just means they have no job yet. Authoritar. Or, what's your ability? Morale. And yes, we'll put you in charge. And then an edict. Right, I'm converting right now. Which is making these guys more Germanic pagan. So I'm going to take this construction cost and the growth. And change my edicts. Because I don't actually want to convert right now. Did I restart? No, this is the multiplayer game with Bussie. Hi, Bussie.
Hello.
We're playing as the Goths, Ostro and Visi. Zeus himself seems to be messing with Mordred these runs. They're given to use his personality. That's nothing new. Yeah, the single-player game will be continued right after this. In fact, well, an hour after. So at 10 PM, I will be doing the Western Rome game, which is Latin Christian. I'm kind of mocking myself by easily and without any effort becoming Greco-Roman in this run. And they've just left Marcianopolis completely unguarded, but it looks like it's burning, so someone else has been attacking there. Mr. Bose, thank you very much for the follow, and also Flying Thief, I don't think I said thanks to you. Welcome to the channel, both of you.
Illyrian rebels.
So they're going to form Illyria if they win.
Yeah, but I want the city. Come on.
It's mine. I want it.
Should I try and attack the city?
It's up to you. I mean, if you press the little garrison button next to it, you can see what's in there. So this does have a bigger garrison than the ones you've been fighting so far.
Yeah, like 2 units more.
That can matter. It certainly matters when I'm the defender.
But I have the siege.
Oh, do you not have catapults?
Nope.
No. You might be able to buy some mercenary ones. Just be aware that they cost like 1,000 a turn. They are extremely expensive.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's wait for a few turns then.
Also, another thing of interest is every time you defeat an army that has artillery in it, there is a percentage chance you can steal them.
Ooh. But
Fairly
I probably want...
low, but yeah, there is a chance.
I probably want a battering ram and a few with ladders.
Yeah. The bigger your army, the more stuff you can build per turn.
Yep, I saw. And 1 turn.
So the Ostrogoths are attacking Western Rome, the Visigoths are attacking Eastern Rome. Well, the Ostrogoths attacking Rome makes sense. I think the only thing worth doing with mercenaries is hiring them for a tough fight and then instantly firing them. The upkeep is obscene. Yes. There is definitely... I've done that a few times in the Western Rome run, especially when I was fighting in Africa. But it's also a way of getting units you wouldn't otherwise have access to. So for Rome, it's easy access to archers, for example. Germanic hunters at the start of the game are actually quite strong. And also cavalry. To use something other than scout equites.
Oh man. When you auto-resolve the little skirmish is so awesome. The 2 dudes fighting.
Yeah, the animations are brilliant.
Yeah, the animation, yeah. This one kicked him in the nuts.
Yeah. I think this is one of the first games where they had motion capture. So they brought in 2 like martial artists and filmed them fighting, and that's what they brought into this.
Glorious.
And also they had a great story. I think it was actually for Rome 2 rather than Attila, but it's probably still true. But like all the sound effects, how they capture them. So for example, a sword striking armor, they will literally dress a guy up in armor and then start hitting him with swords. What? Scout equites are all Rome needs. Barbarians can never match the quality. Oh dear, I couldn't even finish reading that out, Saber Spear. No. Just no. Although I must admit I'm looking forward to getting cataphracts. Because the high-end Western Roman cavalry is quite good. Which Bussie will have access to. As part of his faction ability.
Ooh, I'm making money.
Ready for orders.
I'm making a lot of food.
I think one of the abilities I have, though it's not actually expressly said anywhere, is if I make tributaries, which give me a lot more money, then I can actually also recruit units that those tributaries can get. So for example, if I make Dacia or Illyria a tributary state, then I can start recruiting Roman troops from them. I thought Ostrogoths could only keep the buildings. Can you upgrade them too? I think so. Like, I was looking at the Ostrogothic faction tech tree, and yeah, it looked like you could. Roman cavalry were always rubbish. There were hired tribes who provided better cavalry than Rome ever did. Well, that's kind of the canon story behind if you survive with Western Rome. Obviously, historically they didn't. But as part of the canon, you basically get better at incorporating the other various cultures and nations into the empire, and then you start recruiting the cavalry from them. So the high-end Western Roman cavalry is very good, because you have the economy and industry of Western Rome to equip them, plus the natural fighting skills of those peoples actually using that equipment. So like the high-end heavy cavalry is really good. You're basically the precursors to knights.
Your turn.
Cool. And you've wiped out the Bastonians. No! How could
Ready
you?
for battle.
Wasn't me.
Well, someone did.
Thirsty for battle.
Maybe it was me, but I don't think
Ready for
so.
orders.
Right, you can sit in Serdica. I saw
Is
those
there
armies
nothing
moving
else?
away. So I'm kind of
Getting
hoping I can
on
just
our
sneak
way.
in.
Starting out.
Garrison's there. Building's there. I
For
can't
the
actually reach
tribe.
it.
Stragglers
We'll hang out
will
here
be
and then we'll
left
attack you
behind.
next turn. It's fine.
Thirsty
It's
for
fine.
battle.
It's all fine.
And I actually kind of want to repair the auditorium because this gets me Roman paganism. The Greek chapel, however, I'm going to burn down. Don't need it. Burning churches, by the way, is a good source of income.
Oh, and
Ready
the
for
general
battle.
is actually a part of a unit, right?
Yes.
Good to know.
So yeah, he's not on his own. I think that's all I wanted to do this turn. Kind of limited in my options right now. And I think I'm going to end it here in case we get drawn into a big fight later, because I'm on a tight time schedule. So thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this. I'm sorry that we had to kind of cut Norska short, but yeah, we were getting horribly wiped out. And it wasn't going particularly well. But I'm really excited about this new Attila game. Like, Attila, fantastic game. I really wish it had gotten a little bit more audience, a bigger audience when it first came out, because I do think it is the strongest of the historical Total War series. And I'm doing my part, plus it's just a great game anyway, and I'm happy to be introducing Bussie to this now. We are playing as the Goths, the Ostrogoths and the Visigoths. I think it's an interesting time of history, and I'm really looking forward to seeing exactly how the migration mechanics are going to work to push us across the map. Because that will happen. Like right now, yeah, we're starting to get settled, but I'm fairly sure that certain things are going to be happening at some point in the future, which is going to make it rather less easy to hold on to the chunks of territory that we have, and our ability is that we can just uproot and just say, you know what, this area sucks, let's move somewhere else. So that's going to be kind of cool. Hopefully you're enjoying this so far, Bussie.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next time we play this.
Yeah, it's a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, I am not going to be here next week, so we're not going to be recording this series next week. So I'm probably not going to start pushing this out onto YouTube until the week after as well, just so we can kind of keep the balance and there's not a big gap. So we won't be here next week, but we will be here the week after to continue with... In fact, will I be here the week after? Because there are 1 or 2 Wednesdays that I'm not going to be able to record. So next week I'm not, the week after I am, the week after that I'm not.
Perfect timing, because the 25th I can't either.
Okay, so it's going to be a little bit intermittent, so maybe I'll wait to put it up to YouTube until after everything's kind of solidified. But on Twitch, it's fine. You guys don't really care if recording schedule's a little more intermittent. If you miss a bit on YouTube, though, viewership just completely falls off. So yeah, that's bad. So thank you everyone for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed this. I will be back in an hour to do some more Total War Attila. I'll be continuing my Western Roman game. So if you want to see more of this from the bad guy's perspective, then come join me for that. That's a new game which I've started with Latin Christian. So hopefully we have less of the uprising issues that we were having as Greco-Roman paganism. Yeah, that should be good. Otherwise, if you want to see more of this kind of content, come across to YouTube. You can see that there. That's at youtube.com/MordredViking. I do have a Patreon, so if you're enjoying this, then please do consider supporting what I do here. You can find that at patreon.com/MordredViking, or of course, you can subscribe here on Twitch. Then finally, I have a Discord, which you can find at that link there. That is where I tend to hang out. It's also where the community hangs out. They're a very cool bunch. We talk a lot about games. It would be lovely to see some new faces there. So come, join us! Thanks to everyone watching. Thanks to Bussie for playing. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.